NoisyButters, and today I thought I would sit back and tell you guys a story because it just happened and I cannot focus on playing Call of Duty at the moment and also tell the story because I am slightly, actually really traumatized. I really don't know what to think of the situation. I mean, I do know what to think of the situation. I'm super upset about it, but like I don't know how to properly cope with this, so the best way I can cope with it is to record a video for you guys so y'all can share with my pain. I guess, I don't know. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the story. Also, I want to mention to you guys that this happened about an hour ago, so it's pretty fresh on my mind. So as you all know, the holidays have passed. It is a new year, it is 2017, and that means that it is time for Christmas trees and Christmas decorations to be taken down. It's a little sad for my family because we love the Christmas decorations and all the lights, but they must be taken down. It is time. So my mom, sister, and I decided to pack up all the lights and Christmas trees and all the decorations from Christmas time, decided to pack them up and put them in the attic. Now, putting things in the attic is a bit of a challenge because we live near woods and sometimes animals live up in our attic, and that's just kind of a part of being near woods. Like, you got a lot of cockroaches, sometimes you get rats, sometimes you get squirrels up there, sometimes you even get owls and bats. It happens. That's a part of living near the woods. If we got animals up in our attic, we just think, well, it is what it is. We'll just throw the cat up there. Maybe the cat will get him. I mean, it's nature. Things are trying to survive. We don't really care that much. Well, we didn't really care before. I mean, after this whole ordeal, I think we care a lot more because this was so traumatizing. Anyways, my mom, sister, and I formed an assembly line that would go all the way up the attic stairs, and we would just hand off items. Then my mom would be at the very top, you know, handing them out and putting them in their proper places. And I told my mom, I said, Mama, be careful. There might be animals up here. Just watch your toes. Don't get your feet nibbled on by any rats. She says, oh, it's fine. I'm not even worried about it. I don't care about that. So I said, okie dokie, Mom, and we continued to put up the stuff. The last thing I gave her was the Christmas wreath that was on the front door. Obviously, it's out of the season. It's time for it to go back up in the attic. So I was just like, here you go, Mama. Here's your wreath. And she took it and she put it back where it's supposed to belong in the attic. And then she went to go grab the other wreath that is supposed to replace it in the month of January. So she went and she picked up the wreath and then she turned it over and said, oh, what is this? And there was a bunch of bristle twigs and just a combination of, it was a nest, really. It was a nest of some sort. We figured it was a rat nest. So my mom's holding this wreath and looking at this big old nest thing like, wow, would you look at that? It looks like there's a nest. And I'm sitting there going, oh my god, Mom, what if there's something inside of it? Like, it's gonna drop out, we're gonna die, it's gonna bite us, oh my god, like, put it down, we're gonna die. And my sister, being the biology person that she is, said, oh, let me take a look, maybe I can identify what nest it is. So my mom says, oh, okay, sure, that sounds good. So she starts handing the wreath to me to pass to my sister, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, I don't know what's in here, but take it. The nest came this close to my face, this close to my freaking face. Way too close for comfort. So I passed it off to my sister. She put it on the floor upside down to get a closer look at it and said, let me go grab my gloves really quick. I even got a Snapchat of the nest if you guys would like to see that. I'll go ahead and put in the clip now.
So we had this wreath up in the attic and now there's a rat's nest in it.
Yeah, you can hear my family laughing in the background as I'm just like, well, we got a rat's nest here. Check it out. This is a rat's nest. So my mom and my sister are very curious as to what kind of nest this is and if there are any animals living in it. I mean, I would have been surprised if there weren't any because we were just flip-flopping that wreath around everywhere. Whatever was in there must have been holding on tight. But my sister said, hey, let's take this out to the garage and let's dissect it. And I said, oh, okay. I mean, I will be there to video just in case a rat runs out. Like, that'll be really funny. But okay, I will follow you, but like not too close to you because nest animals, oh my god. So my sister could only find one of her gloves, but she used that to carry the wreath itself, and while she was carrying it downstairs, we heard something drop and break on the floor. And then we looked down to see what it was. It looked like it was nuts. It looked like little nuts for like a squirrel or something. It just looked like nuts. But they were covered in this like icky, sticky goo. Like, ugh, it was gross. Like the consistency of it was just way too sticky, just bleh. My sister, being the biology person that she is, said, oh my gosh, I know exactly what is happening right now. I can map out this whole situation. What happened is that there were some squirrels in this nest, okay? There were squirrels. And they had these nuts in their mouths, right? They were chilling in their mouths, like little mouth pouches, you know? And when we came upstairs, when we opened up the attic, we scared them away. They got scared, they dropped the nuts in the nest, and they ran. So we all said, okay, this is a squirrel's nest, alright. The story is developing further. Let's take it out to the garage and dissect it. So we walked through the kitchen. The dogs were extremely curious about what it was. We have 6 dogs. Like, all of them came up and started sniffing, and we're like, what is that? We were like, no, we're gonna go take it outside. We're gonna find out. So we walked out into the garage. My sister put the wreath face down so that the nest was facing up. I got out my phone, started videotaping, and said, alright, go for it. And without skipping a beat, my sister took her one gloved hand, reached down, grabbed the whole nest in one hand, just goes and just pulls the whole thing off the wreath. I'm like, okay, go ahead. She even took the nest and stared it straight in the eye, looked down the hole and was like, okay, so here's the hole of the nest. I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and stick your eye down there, you big goofy. Something's gonna jump out of that hole and attack you, and I won't be able to protect you, but I know one thing's for sure. I'll be able to get it on video. So we concluded that there was nothing in this nest, which we were both kind of excited about and also kind of upset about, because like it would have been fun to find something, but we're happy that there wasn't anything inside of it at the time that we, you know, ripped it out of the wreath. But we did notice in the nest that whenever animals build nests out in nature, they'll usually make them out of whatever they find, twigs, leaves, even like pollution of any sorts. We noticed that there was a tag to a shirt inside the nest, which I thought was really funny. Apparently, whatever animal was housed inside that nest, they went rummaging through my old clothes and ripped off a tag and used it in the nest. Clever little animal. So we all said, okay, that was eventful, let's go back upstairs and start cleaning some more. And while we were walking up the stairs, the gooey, icky, sticky nuts were still there. And my sister decided to examine them a little bit closer. And we discovered something awful and just terrible, and I am actually kind of, sort of, totally, completely traumatized by it. My sister picked up one of the quote nuts and was examining it, and I said, you good there, Haley? You figured out something? She said, yeah, I did. And my mom peeks around the corner and says, oh, what'd you find out? Was it a squirrel? Was it a rat? What was it? And my sister, holding the quote nut, said, this is an egg. This was a bird's nest. The eggs cracked on the ground. And at the same time, all of our faces just went from like, oh my god, to just like, are you serious? There was a eggs? Birdie eggs? Are you kidding me? My sister was explaining, these seemed to be rotten. I don't think there was anything growing in them anyways, but my mom was completely and totally like, I'm pretty traumatized by it, but my mother, I thought she was going to break down and cry. Her face turned so sad and depressing, and she said, oh my god, I feel so bad. I'm like, no, Mom, no, please don't be upset. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, obviously, I was freaking out too, but like, if you guys know me and my family, like, we love animals. We rescue animals whenever we can, and we unintentionally killed 3 animals. Oh my god, I can't believe we're horrible. We are horrible. We're horrible. Well, to be fair, it was my sister who unintentionally killed the 3 eggs, but still, it's so horrible. Oh no. And my mom kept on saying, are you sure, honey? Are you sure those were eggs? Are you sure? And my sister's like, yep, these were definitely eggs. Yep, these are eggs. I was like, okay, Haley, you're really making the situation a lot better right now. My dad ended up coming up the stairs as well because he heard all of the ruckus and asked, what happened? What happened? My sister said, we found a bird's nest and the eggs fell on the floor and they kind of cracked and died. So mom's a little upset about it. Hannah too, she's pretty upset, but like everybody's pretty upset about it. And my dad just goes, nice. But I looked over at my mom and I thought she was gonna cry. Her face got all welled up and she looked so sad. It was so sad seeing my mom like that. No, I can't even think about it. It made me so sad. Not my mama. Needless to say, I tried to provide the best emotional support I could for my mom because obviously she was very upset about the situation, and my sister Haley decided, hey, I'm gonna try and identify what bird laid these eggs. So my sister took one egg and just took it to the bathroom, sat it down, went to her phone, went to her little books, her little bird books, and was trying to research what kind of bird this was, and my mom was sitting there just being like, I feel so bad, I can't believe this happened. Oh my god, we killed them. Oh my god. I'm like, Mom, it's okay. Like, this is nature. They shouldn't have laid the nest in your wreath. Like, you know, they could have lived anywhere else. We got whole woods behind us. I don't know why they picked our attic. It's okay, Mom. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Please don't be upset. Because when my mama is upset, I'm upset. My sister ended up identifying the eggs as Carolina Wren eggs, which, I mean, I don't really know how that added to the situation, but hey, there you go. They were Carolina Wren eggs. They were tiny, too. They were tiny, tiny little eggs. And I don't know if hearing that they were Carolina Wrens made my mom, like, calm down more or not, or maybe she just had enough time to cope with it, but she pretty much calmed down immediately and was like, well, I guess that happens. You know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how the egg cracks. Punny joke. She seemed to be more stable after that. And after that whole ordeal, we finally got back to cleaning and putting everything back up in the attic. The last thing we had to put up was the Christmas tree itself, and when we went to go grab it, my mom joked around and said, oh, there better not be a Carolina Wren in here. I'm like, Mom, I know you've coped with it, but like, this might be a little too early for the poor Carolina Wrens, man. Those poor Carolina Wrens gonna feel triggered when they hear you say that. Like, even I felt a little triggered. The poor little Carolina Wrens. No! Then the night carried on as usual after we were done cleaning. But that concludes the story of finding a nest up in the attic and finding out what it was and what fell out of it and bada bing bada boom. Pretty traumatizing for somebody who loves animals so very much. Poor animals, man. Like, it was raining all day. Like, I understand you want to be inside somewhere kind of warm and stuff, but you got the whole woods, man. You got the whole woods. Don't choose the house that has the humans in it. That just never works out really well. So, have you guys had any interesting animal-related stories like that? Maybe pest-related as well? Comment down below and let me know. Because I don't know how often it is that, you know, you take a nest inside your house and drop the Carolina wren bird eggs on the floor. But hey, you know, if you guys have any stories like that, let me know. And now I'm probably gonna go to bed because I am kind of emotionally traumatized by this whole situation. The poor little eggs, man, they just didn't stand a chance. They hit the ground so hard. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Anyways, like, comment, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Bye-bye. The poor birdies, man. The poor birds didn't stand a chance.